Welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends. I am your captain, Random Stegosaur. Today we are sailing the Pyotr Velikiy. Let's not confuse this with the modern day Russian nuclear missile cruiser, there we go, Pyotr Velikiy. But this is the 1911 armored cruiser project, but we're just going to call it a battleship so that way nobody starts throwing rocks or whatever into my window. This is the 1911 Soviet battleship, there we go, Pyotr Velikiy. Now, why did I put off playing the Russian battleships? Well, they don't really like fire. Their limited damage control party means that they can only handle up to so many fires at one time. Combine that with the adequate heal you get, it kind of makes you think of ways to preserve that health pool. Now, what does fire have to do with Russian battleships? Well, when the line was first introduced, the chaos was in complete and utter turmoil and chaos known as HE spam. You had light cruisers, you had heavy cruisers, you had British battleships spamming HE from the time they spawned in to the time they were either sent back to port or... Well, yeah, no, there was only really one reason that would end. Being sent back to port. Whether you win or lose, you go back to port. Yeah, so that's why I kind of put it off. I really didn't feel like putting myself through that headache of being set on fire as soon as I spawn in and not being able to do much about it. So I put the line off. But the dust settled, people kind of got bored, or either kind of got some skill, learned to load AP every now and then, and it became a little safer to play your Russian battleships, or Soviet battleships, my mistake. The Tier 4 Pyotr Velikiy, a really good battleship. It's honestly one of my favorites. My favorite Tier 4 battleships. I think it's probably my favorite. If not my favorite, maybe like second. So we're going to send a salvo out to the Koenig, and we're going to show you one of the best features about this particular ship. And yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, it doesn't help his case that he was... What? Hold on. Pause. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Alright, see that... Alright, so I initially held my fire on the Kuma and decided to go for the Congo because he was presenting a much better target for me. But that, and I thought that the cluster of 3 enemy ships would be able to take out that bottom tier Japanese light cruiser. I don't know why I do this to myself. Like, I just don't know why I do this to myself. Like, who needs enemies when you have teammates like that? Like, I'm sorry. I know it's not every teammate, but like when the vast majority of them play like that, I don't know. Oh wait, we're at tier 3. Oh yeah. The only bad thing about playing this ship is when you get stuck in tier 3 and tier 4 matches, and you want to get so angry at a Japanese light cruiser YOLOing into the middle of 4 enemy ships, not once but twice, is the fact that we're at low tier and you get situations like that. I mean... Well, just because your teammate got away with it doesn't mean you're getting away with it. So that's one enemy Phoenix down. Unfortunately, during that chaos, the Mitsuki launches torpedoes that the Ishizushi was all too kind to catch for him, and we lose another enemy. Ah, gotta love it. Yeah, no, that's the only bad thing about playing this ship. Honestly, like you're down in tier 3 and tier 4, and in most situations at higher tiers that people wouldn't get away with, you get multiple chances to get away with down here at tier 3. So you're just like, oh my god, it. Oh well, we were all there at one point. Not gonna hate. We all started somewhere. So the turret rotation on these guns are adequate, but when the guns are already facing the same direction as the enemy, and he's not paying attention because he's too busy shooting at a friendly DD, suddenly turret rotation doesn't really matter. Yeah, goodbye. Now, we're going to turn out because A, we don't want to be showing broadside to a Congo, and B, because we want to try and avoid any torpedoes the Mitsuki may have launched. Unfortunately, it's a Pyotr Velikiy, and it doesn't measure its turning radius in hundreds of meters rather than it does in months. This thing is abysmal in a turn. 900-meter turning circle. If you start the turn the second week of April, you don't complete the turn until about August. So when you're in situations where you have to dodge torpedoes or angle in or away from enemy fire, it kind of often doesn't work in your favor. HE salvo from the Congo. Now we're going to try and initiate a hard port turn to close the distance. And we want to get him before he goes back behind the island. But there is a destroyer closing in on him from the rear, and there's a battleship that does have his flank, so it doesn't really matter which way he turns or which way he goes. He's kind of screwed. And you know what's ironic? The fact that I was talking about how these things don't like to be set on fire, and I haven't been set on fire once this game. I don't think I've really been shot at this much, or shot at a lot this game, but I mean, a little bit of irony. Let's call it irony. We're gonna get one last salvo on the Congo, maybe. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Kill number 3. And that is going to bring our point total up to 995. And that's going to secure our victory. GG. So is that 100? Wait, no, 100. 100. Yeah, alright. I was talking about damage. I was like, is it alright, so is that 100 something down? I was like, wait, no, we're talking about damage, not credits. 87,500 damage, 175,000 credits. First place, devastating strike, 1,800 base XP, 3 kills. That is what I'm talking about. I have had so much fun playing these Russian battleships and Russian cruisers. Russian destroyers can go fuck themselves. But I plan on releasing more gameplay of these lines soon, so leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of that, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.